everybody, we're back, having beaten the Space Pirate Research Station and landed on the planet. Let's go ahead and get things going. I do know where to go, and I could go there immediately, but I'm going to show things off that I think were the intended way they wanted you to go. Morphology. Seedling. Plant-based ground feeder. Muscle spines can be ejected in self-defense. Small energy. Scan the grass too. Species. Tangleweed. Plant life with basic sentience. Retracts into ground if threatened. Impact crater. Space Pirate data decrypted. Log 10.308.0. Field team reports are in on age structure of alien design. Built on the surface of Tallon IV, studies show this structure projects a containment field. This field bars access to a prime source of energy within the deep crater. Science team believes the field is powered by a number of strange Chozo artifacts. We have found some of these relics, and studies on them have begun, as this field could hinder further energy production operations on Tallon IV. We must dismantle it as soon as possible. If this means the destruction of the Chozo artifacts, it will be done. Blast shield. Analysis indicates that the blast shield is invulnerable to beam weapons. Explosive weapons may damage it. In other words, shoot it with missile, but we don't have missile yet. I mean, you shouldn't be touching grass without its consent. What are you, crazy? Algae beetle, burrowing insect with a resistant carapace, extremely aggressive. Insect's massive mouth enables it to tunnel through solid rock at high speeds. Above ground, beetles can cover short distances rapidly. They attack anything that moves near their lair. That charge beam, I gotta pick up everything by hand. Sapsack. Chemical reaction within sac produces violent explosion when agitated. Because of its irresistible odor and sweet nectar, the sapsack was nearly eaten out of existence. The evolution of an explosive chemical sac saved it. Now only brave or ingenious creatures are prepared to devour it. That could go boom. It's a zoomer! Anchors itself to walls and other surfaces. Avoid contact with spikes. Basic nerve center located directly above the zoomer's mouth. Attacks neutrons. Sharp spines protect it from casual predators, but the lack of a refined carapace makes the zoomer vulnerable to any indirect attacks. is a Gemur, wall-crawling mollusk with retractable spines. The Gemur is evolutionary offshoot of the Zoomer family. When threatened, it extends its lethal spikes and tracks its head deep into its armored carapace. Morphology. Blood flower. Able to eject toxic spores. Toxins are poisonous even to the blood flower itself. 3 mouth nodules protrude from the stalk beneath the flower, each with a rudimentary brain cluster and the ability to spew toxic fumes at anything within a 5-meter radius. The spores ejected from the stigma at the center of the flower are sufficient to kill this creature if they explode in its vicinity. There we go. Access to Chozo Ruins West granted. Please step into the hall. The door's not.
Data received.
Abnormal seismic activity detected. Seismic disturbance at ruin site. Kind of the go here, dummy. Chozo Ruins.
Recording to logbook.
Scarab. Exploding parasites that can embed their bodies in solid rock. Scarabs think nothing of sacrificing themselves for the safety of the swarm. When a hostile life form is sighted, they block its progress by embedding themselves in the floors and walls. Embedded scarabs violently self-destruct when threatened.
Recording to logbook.
Ion. Immobile organisms entirely composed of ocular tissue. Capable of launching sustained energy beams when active. The ion is sensitive to light and will close shut if a bright light ignites nearby. Okay.
logbook.
Chozo script translated. Many years have passed since we Chozo first took root in this land. The passage of time has always been a source of fascination to us. It is the belief of many Chozo sages that the truths of the universe hide within the tumbling currents of time's flow. Even as we search for answers there, however, we find illumination in other, unexpected places. We know not how the ability has come to us, but recently many Chozo have begun to sense things beyond the realm of ordinary perception. Strange sights and inexplicable sensations flood our minds, filling us with visions. We take this growing ability to be a sign of our burgeoning harmonization with the infinite. Perhaps, finally, the universe's secrets are becoming known to us.
Recorded to logbook.
War Wasp Hive. Primarily War Wasp dwelling, only vulnerable to heavy weaponry. And so again, we need missiles. Luckily, that is
Recorded to logbook.
morphology. War Wasp, airborne insect equipped with a venomous stinger capable of shearing steel. The War Wasp rarely strays far from its hive unless it is pursuing an immediate threat. It attacks with no regard for its own survival, dive bombing its enemy with stinger extended. Fast working toxins from the stinger can incapacitate most small organisms. Here,
Recorded to logbook.
save station. Drop a save. Hey there, Moon. Good to see you. No, I can't. Not there yet.
Recorded to logbook.
Plasmite. Small insects capable of storing and releasing thermal energy. Plasmites are attracted to sources of heat, thriving on the energy present there. They emit light when hunting and will expel small bursts of thermal energy when threatened. Like this? Oh, that shows again. That's okay. I'll have plenty more opportunities. Down. Two down. Hive Pack, the security unit programmed to work with predatory hive dwellers. The design flaw makes the shielding on the hive make weak around access ports. These units are second-generation combat units, able to interface with organic units at a higher level. They train, shelter, and work with hive-dwelling predators. Unarmed, they rely on their hive beasts to handle the threat. I almost forgot to scan that. Alright, we got our missiles back. An energy tank.
Recording to logbook.
Missile ammunition. Resupplies missile launcher with 5 rounds of ammo. I already have you. Okay, because I don't yet have... Alright, now that we've got missiles, we can explore more of this place. those are mushrooms. There'll be more. Map. Whole bunch of stuff to explore. This is our next target. Thank you for the boots, Rosemary. Oh, I intend to, Moon. Guys are great for fill-ups. Alright. There's a golf ball? Oh no! Plated beetle. Well-armored burrowing insect vulnerable only in the rear abdomen. Creature's thick cranial plating can repel frontal attacks. This gives it an advantage in combat, allowing it to make ramming attacks, only surfacing when it detects vibrations above it. It then maneuvers itself so as to face its rival, keeping its exposed abdomen protected. In other words, get in behind it. Alright, I'm just wasting missiles here. And it's down. Parasite beetle defeat. Or plated beetle defeat. Morphle. Now we can play Marble Madness again. And because we're too short, you get a tunnel. Jump. On our way. Not the okay.
Recorded to logbook.
New Chozo lore. Little scripts translated. The surges of negative energy brought by the meteor far exceed our expectations. We Chozo have yet to find a way to rid ourselves of the great poison. All we can do now is seal it away and wait for the day when a power to purify the poison appears. However, it is already impossible to collect all the pieces of the great poison as it has already spread, seeping into the planet and hardening. Alright, I think that's a good place to call for a quick pause, and we'll be right back.